What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Game of Thrones video. So it is the 18th of March now. We are under a month away until Game of Thrones is back on our screens, and I am deep into my rewatch. I have pretty much right through up until the last season. I've only watched each episode once. I've watched gone back and watched clips on YouTube, for example. If I couldn't remember a certain character, I'd go back and watch their scenes and things like that. But this is my first ever rewatch of Game of Thrones, and I'm right up until I'm about halfway through season 6 now. I'm way into that, and we're just getting up to the Battle of the Bastards, which I'm super hyped about because I remember watching that episode at about 2 a.m. here in the UK, and I was incredibly tired. I didn't enjoy it as much as I really could have. But rewatching it has given me a new appreciation for the show. I just remembered how boring season 5 was, how damn cool Bronn was, and of course, as well, why did they do that to Barristan Selmy? Why did they kill him off in such an unceremonious way? It was just ridiculous. But it's also given me a new rise to a new theory. Now, I've been searching for this theory for quite some time, since I've been rewatching the show, and it's the idea that Mance Rayder, it really is Tormund. Now, of course, you're going to be thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Now, in the comics, Melisandre actually swapped the bodies of Rattleshirt and our boy, Mance Rayder. He went on to have a very interesting time over in Winterfell when he was still alive and his body was swapped. And to me, it felt very weird to kill off Mance Rayder like that. Of course, Stannis the Menace was a complete and utter D-bag, and well, the rewatch has made me think that, you know what, he's a bit of a dick, and what he did to his daughter there completely ruined every redemption he could have ever had. And it also made me realise that, well, Brienne of Tarth, she didn't show him being killed. So unless you're kind of, your corpse is like that and you're just dead, you're not dead in my eyes. Of course, Jon Snow was dead and then he came back. Yeah, you can't really trust anything here on this show, can you? But what I'm thinking here is the fact that, what if they did this? What if they did this on the show? Now, I know Rattleshirt was killed by Tormund at the Battle of Hardhome at the start. But of course, who else could he be? And that could be that Mance Rayder, like I said, is Tormund. And of course, Tormund picked up in this show in a big way. And what if they swapped the role of Rattleshirt for Tormund? It's very curious. Now, of course, Melisandre knew the worth of Mance Rayder. He is a big character, and he is the only one who was able to unite the wildlings under one banner. He was a smart dude, and they really barely actually used him in the show, which was a complete and utter crying shame, because the actor who plays him is really good, and I really like the character. So the fact that they didn't decide to use him that well, the show kind of had a bit of fault there, in my opinion, and they kind of pick up on things and use things and barely actually kind of pay them off when they pay off silly things like the High Sparrows and the storyline with that, which is just, in my opinion, I found it boring, and many other storylines as well, which were completely and utterly odd, which I would have liked to see them continue, such as the High Priestess of the Lord of Light. We've barely ever seen her return since she was there and helping out the Varys and, of course, Tyrion when they were under siege from the Masters and the Harpies there as well. So they never paid that off, and I'm hoping they do down the line, because the Lord of Light is very key in the coming wars, or to use a Little Tower of Joy reference there, which is one of my favourite scenes. But the fact is, what if they just low-key actually adapted this, and that Tormund had swapped over? Because Mance is incredibly powerful, he's incredibly strong, his strength is in his mind. So if we swapped him over to Tormund, who is a big hulking beast of a character, well, that would suit very, very well. Now, of course, Jon Snow knew that no one else would follow. The wildlings wouldn't follow anyone else. So they needed someone who was and has united them in the past. But Melisandre thought that, you know what, I can see what's coming and we need to keep him alive. Tormund said himself that no one else would actually follow, or at least the wildlings wouldn't follow anyone else other than Mance Rayder. But then they went on to, you know, kind of coexist in some way, shape or form. A very, very loosely existion there, which is curious enough. Now, of course, what is interesting is that we actually saw him go to Hardhome to save some of the refugees and things like that. And Tormund knew exactly what to do. That was to absolutely decimate Rattleshirt, and that got them respect. So what if Mance was inside his head and he was able to actually do this, and he was the one who united them, and Mance is still in there? Because Tormund was a kind of side general, so to speak, for lack of a better term, but he's not as important as Mance Rayder, who had the mental capacity to unite Thenns and Giants and everything like that together. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that Tormund is Mance Rayder? Do you think I'm talking out my arse? Do you think I've possibly been on the wacky backy, which I don't do? A few of you have in the past said I look like I do, which is quite odd. But that is all for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye. And now your watch has ended. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.